Welcome back, everyone. It is Thursday, April 24th in the MLB. Our two favorite picks are on the way. As always, it is Austin, joined by Logan. We don't need to sugarcoat how bad we've been this season. If you've been tailing, we're so sorry. If you've been fading, congrats. You could probably retire right now. You might want to stop, though, because we're hopefully going to turn in a 2-0 day today. I don't need to recap all the picks. Our only winner, technically, wasn't even really a real winner, is Vlad and Bobby Wood Jr. hit parlay. Vlad only played, but he got a hit. Bobby did not. 1-4, it can be summarized by Torkelson getting a home run robbed. Yep, that was fun to watch. But either way, we have two picks. And today, if we go 0-2, we'll do a $25 giveaway. Just go down below, comment something you're thankful for, comment your favorite food, just comment something, and we'll pick out a random comment tomorrow if we go 0-2. If we go 0-2, I don't know, Logan and I will officially be peak dead inside. But hey, let's keep pushing. We have a long season to go. I know it's been a disaster of a start, but one thing, 2-0 day today could steamroll into us going on a heater. That's normally how Logan and I roll. We get hot, we get cold, and we have been in the worst cold streak we've ever had. So hopefully we can turn it around with two player props today. We're diving into the hits, runs, and RBIs market, a market that's been good to us. 7-4 of our last 11. And the two losers, we had Pete Alonso on third with one out. Chances there. And then we had Torkelson getting robbed of a homer. So there's been a good market to us. We have one over, one under. I'm going to let Logan lead things off. He actually is an under and hits, runs, RBIs. Logan, what you got?
Yeah, again, I just want to touch on kind of where we're at in the season. You know, in the stock market, when it craters or you're trying to figure out when it's cratering, I'm hoping the minus 25 unit mark, which is where we're at, is our crater. And we just can put together a hot streak. And it starts with me touching player props because my game picks have been trash. I'm taking Julio Rodriguez under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 115 on Bet365. Currently your best value for Julio. Yes, this is an under. I want to make that clear. Austin loves his overs. He likes picking over in HRRs. I have a little bit of a contrarian brand. I try to find who I can fade today. I'm fading Julio Rodriguez in his matchup with Crochet and the Red Sox today. Crochet, a really good pitcher. And that's never a good matchup for any hitter, let alone Julio, and you'll understand why. Julio's only over this line in 2 of his last 5, which you'd think would be higher considering how good this Mariners offense is. To me, this is like a once-in-a-season type Mariners offensive run. They are not this good. They are not a put-up 8 runs type offense. They are more of a 2 to 3 run type offense, more nights than not. And even when they're at their peak, it's not on the back of Julio. Julio has seen Crochet before, and he hasn't had success against him. He's 0 for 3 with 1 strikeout against Crochet. I like that. I like the fact that they don't have a lot of history, and the brief history they have has not been good for Julio. Crochet also really tough on righties, only allowing a 194 batting average to righties. And that makes sense too, because like he's extremely tough on lefties. So the teams are going to stack righties in the matchup, but or they're in the lineup. But again, he's still tough on those lefty righty matchup at home. Crochet's been a really, really dominant pitcher. 0.77 ERA, 23.5% K percentage at Fenway. He's sub 1 ERA. There's not a whole lot to say. This guy's great. He's great with his fastball as well. And against lefty fastballs specifically, Julio is only hitting 0.091. So not even hitting 100 against those lefty fastballs. Again, it's a more limited sample size, I know, but it's still one of those things that if Crochet can blow some fastballs by him, Julio might not be able to pick him up. With Crochet's 7.5 strikeout line, I don't see Seattle generating a lot of offense today. I mean, would I be shocked if the Mariners put up 5+ runs today? I would. Julio's under in 58% of games this season as well. So if you've been taking this season prop, you're up money. In my opinion, it's a good bet to make. And last point of note, just kind of a percentages play. Mariners team total under 5.5, minus 350 odds. Okay, we're not touching that. We're not playing that, right? Because it's minus 350. Their normal line is 3.5 today, which again I said is more of a correction back to what they're capable of. When the Mariners fail to score 6 runs in a game, Julio is 13-3 to the under 1.5 HRRs, 81% of the time. So guys, the hit rate is there in my opinion. I see Crochet being dominant. I don't see Julio and this Mariners Mariners team generating a lot of offense. So I'm going to go ahead and take the under for Julio as my favorite play of the day. Austin, you have a prop as well. What you rolling with?
Yeah, I got to balance you out with an under. I got an over in hits, runs, and RBIs. Logan's is an early start. Mine doesn't start until later on in the day. I don't remember. It's out in Sacramento. We have the Rangers taking on the Athletics. Little rubber match here as both teams have won one game in the series. The Rangers are trying out Jacob deGrom today. I'm going to fade the other guy, which is JT Ginn, and I'm taking the guy that I think is going to be near the top of the lineup. That would be Josh Smith of the Rangers, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, minus 125 on Bet365. Josh Smith has kind of been a platoon guy for the Rangers so far this season, although with injuries to Corey Seager, some other guys, he might start seeing a little bit more playing time. But typically when they face a righty, they put Josh Smith in there because he is a lefty bat. And especially without Seager, you're going to want more lefty bats in there against the right-handed pitcher. And look, we've seen Josh Smith really crush righties, and I'll get into the splits in just 1 second. But where's he been batting recently? Yesterday pinch hit. He did not start against JP Sears, a lefty. But with JT Ginn, the righty, I think you'll see Josh Smith up at the top of the lineup. Now, the last time they faced a righty, they actually had him go lead off, which would be great here. But he also hit third the previous 5 times against right-handed starters. So again, batting third, batting first. I mean, first you would say we'd get a chance at more plate appearances, but still third, there's a chance that the guys in front of him get on base and his first AB, and we can get a first AB win, which I don't know if we've ever had one of those as a hit, runs, and RBIs market. We got to sweat when the guy goes 0-2. But we look at this matchup against JT Ginn, I think we had a chance here, and that's all we're really asking for. Yesterday with Torkelson, he came up. His first 3 ABs had guys in scoring position. 1 hit, we probably win our bet. And then his 4th AB was the one he got robbed of a homer. I can live with those bets at night. If a guy gets up, he has his chances. We'll live with it. But like I said, JT Ginn starts, and he has been okay for the A's. 3.6 ERA and a 1.3 WHIP. Against lefties, he has struggled. Josh Smith is a lefty. He's allowing a 263 batting average to lefties, about a 785 OPS. So pretty solid numbers all around. What Ginn has been really good at is getting the strikeouts this season. He's at an 85th percentile on K rate. Now, Josh Smith, pretty good high, very high whiff rate. He doesn't really do that. I could think of a very high percentile whiff rate. I think he has a good job at putting the ball in play or drawing walks, which is what you would want of a guy that either leads off or is batting third in the lineup. You want guys that can get on base there and set up the cleanup guy, whoever that may be. The real reason I love this one, though, is JT Ginn to left-handed batters. He is spamming his sinker, throwing it 56% of the time. He throws about a cutter, 23, and then a slider, 17%. But again, over half of the time this season, he's been throwing a sinker. And so far this season versus righties, Josh Smith hitting 571 versus the righty sinker, 500 versus the cutter, and 250 versus that slider. I mean, this is a guy that's been crushing righties this season. In fact, he's hitting 436 versus right-handed pitchers this season with a 1.203 OPS. He has 2 homers on the season. I'll give you a guess. What pitch has he hit the homers off of? A righty sinker, both of his 2 home runs. So again, this guy's been crushing righties. Is he going to hit 436 on the season against right-handed pitchers? No, not a chance, but I don't know if the regression comes today. I really think that he has a good matchup here. Should be up there at the top of the lineup. If for some reason he isn't in the lineup, we'll just get our money back. But like I said, I think he's either batting first or he's batting third. Without Seager, we'll see where he goes. Probably leaning more towards first, given the guys behind him. They don't have a lot of left-handed batters in there. So love this guy. I think he's in for a great matchup here. I think with the total at 8.5, we know deGrom can probably do his job there. So they're going to sniff a total of 8.5. Hopefully it is the Rangers putting up runs. And against this Athletics bullpen, which used a bunch of their high leverage guys yesterday, I'm confident that we have our chances here. The only concern here would be that they could pinch hit Mr. Josh Smith later in the game if they face a lefty, but the A's only have 1 left-handed arm out of their bullpen, so we just have to pray that doesn't come in against our guy. And still at the same breath, I don't think they'll pinch hit him anyways. He hasn't really been pinch hit for, but if that's how we lose, it is what it is. We should get 3 cracks at JT Ginn, and hopefully that is enough to get the job done. And if he wants it a homer, I'll certainly allow it. I really think we have a good chance of going 2-0 today. So our 2 picks, Julio Rodriguez under in hits, runs, RBIs, and Josh Smith's over in hits, runs, RBIs. Those are our 2 picks. If we go 0-2, I don't know what we'll do. Definitely do a giveaway, but hopefully that's not the case. Let's get a 2-0 day. Start to win back some units for you guys and start to get some positive momentum going over here. So those are our 2 picks. Not going to force anything else on a short slate. We will have a ladder challenge live later on today, so definitely stay tuned for that. And of course, we'll have our NBA best bets video live in a little bit, which we've been cooking over there. So I encourage you to go tap into there. Let's hopefully start cooking over here. But Logan, before I sign out of things, is there anything else you wanted to touch on today's slate? Anything else that stuck out to you?
No, I want to win so badly. I'm tired of this.
Yeah, I know Logan took a peek at Alex Bregman's under in hits, runs, RBIs. Just rather not
Oh,
fade a guy that's at home than he is. You never know. Just hopefully we can go 2-0. That's all we'll request today. The game picks really don't like anything today, and honestly, game picks have been pretty bad for us this season. So maybe the props are where we can start to make back some units. If you're a FanDuel better, they should drop hits, runs, and RBIs just later on until closer to tip first pitch. Either way, let's go 2-0. If not, we go 0-2. We'll do a giveaway tomorrow. Just go down below, leave us a comment. And let's have a 2-0 day, Logan. Let's bring out the brooms tomorrow. We'll see you guys then. Peace.